Yeah.
Panel, government, and opposition. Art has always been perceived as an opportunity to show and criticize the economical, political, and social background of an artist. This can be shown in example as the Guernica from Pablo Picasso, or in music like the ones from Chico Buarque. And it's not only the opportunity to show, but also the opportunity to understand, because it connects people with the context of the artist by emotions and feelings that go beyond any rational explanation. Different studies have shown that the interaction with art makes us more empathic towards the world we're living in. The possibility to embrace and understand our feelings help us with the understanding of other people's feelings and ideas. This makes us give us the opportunity to understand different points of view and give us the possibility to generate relationships out of a comfort zone. What's the problem? In our actual society, art has been left behind, and it has caused that the access to creation and production of art is limited to a very small part of our population. A population of people who got money and high educational levels. It has created segregation for our access, not only in terms of understanding it into art, but in order to create empathy and being able to experience the different critics that an artist can show in their art production. Although it's true, some governments have given subsidies to artists, the amount of money that it's given, it's not enough. And this can be shown by how access to art production is very, very limited. And it's not only limited, but it's actually a monopoly. In our society, we only know a very limited amount of artists, the ones that are very economically profitable for the industry, which limit us in the content we're consuming, not only in music, but in literature, arts, movies, fashion, and so others. This control of art production is very harmful for arts, consumer like us, and society by itself. In first place, artists that have different ideas, non-profitable ones, or ones that are willing to make critics over the actual status quo are not given the opportunity to show into the world, because they are not good for the maintenance of the status quo industry. So, artists that are willing to commit their art to what they think, to what they believe, have only two chances. Chances that are very harmful for them, artists, and for us, society. The first one is doing it and never being able to be a mainstream artist, so he's just creating art from the love of art. And secondly, turn themselves in what industry wants them to be in order to be a mainstream artist. So, in the first option, what do we generate? We generate an idea that only continues generating segregation and discrimination towards art access. Because we create the idea that you can live from art, or it's only possible if you come from a very wealthy environment. This idea is materialized every single year or every single day in our society, and is when young people have to decide what career they want to pursue. They can pursue the career they want as being an artist in order to pursue its dream, because it's very difficult to them to have profits from art to live with. This is not only a limitation to freedom to choose a career or to choose a life path, but it's also a limitation to society access to new ideas, to new art productions, and to new expression that these artists can show and can give society. The second option generates that society can find new and different content. So we consumers are obligated to think or understand the world in the same way, a way that it's good from the industry controlling, from the ones that are controlling industry, but we really don't know that if it's good to us. Because of this, art has lost its subversive purpose of making us think, critic, and feel something. It's purpose to shake our comfort zone. When given only a way to understand the world, it's not possible to generate a critical thinking, because we're shown that the status quo is perfect and there's nothing that needs to be changed. And also, it doesn't give the opportunity to everyone to create empathy by embracing these feelings, because we can only connect to art when we are able to feel a representation to it. So I will feel a different representation from different art because of my social background. I will feel the same thing, me as a university Colombian student, that someone that comes from Africa and has not studies at all. So, in the status quo, only people with wealth and education are able to feel that their lives are represented by art, and we're leaving behind the great majority of the world population. So, in order to create an access to art production and consumption that is not only limited by economical and educational opportunities, in order to amplify the amount of people that have the access to be able to use the empathy created by the embracing of our feelings and emotions to create a more empathical society, and in order to have a more democratic, critic, and representative society, is that this house will increase subsidies for artists. Thank you very much.